For cheap and reliable controller accessories, check out cinchgaming.com and use the code CINCH12457 for 5% off. What's going on, dudes? Mr. X and John again, the Real Venom here, and welcome to an interesting video about trading. It's not just going to be... got an eyelash in my eye. It's not going to be just trading, like talking about this lovely thing here. It's going to be talking about a couple of things. So, this video is going to be covering why this item... this titanium white zombies, Burning Flames team captain, Strange Golden Frying Pan, oh that's search engine, the bayonet autotronic, and the Orb Dragon, all those sort of things are worthless. Now that seems like a really harsh statement. Now that seems like a really harsh statement to say that all those things like this one here, 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 and here are all worthless. However, there is very good reason why I'm saying they are worthless, and it comes down to one simple statement. Unless you get money, they are just pixels. Now, this is a statement I've heard a lot of the time because I am I will say an experienced trader. I've been trading for a long time, since trading came out on TF2. I've been trading a whole bunch of games, including trading on Steam, trading Rocket League, CSGO, TF2. I've even dabbled a little bit in Rust, but I've been trading a long time with different things, and what I can say is that a lot of these things like seem cool, and they are cool, don't get me wrong. They're like cool items to get, but they're worthless. Now, as you can see here by the pricing, there is no price for Striker White Zombies. The other versions go for like 250 to 300 and that. To do a little bit of conversion, so if I get my calculator up here, so let's just say you can sell a pair of Tactician White Zombies for 300 keys. If you divide that, multiply that by $1.09, 300 times $1.09, the cheapest US dollar amount that you can get keys for, you get 327 keys. Sorry, $327. That's $330 of pixels, which is kind of cool. The Burning Flames team captain here, one on the market for $12,000. One on the market here at 1,200 keys, which 1,200 times 2.5 is $3,000. The bayonet autotronic for $1,340. The factory dragon lore, minimal wear, is $2,000. Now that's a lot of money, but in the end they are literally pixels on the screen. Until you cash them out, all you have are pixels. And people, like, a lot of people have, discussed this and saying, oh yeah, I've got these, which means I'm rich. Well, yes, you have an item that's worth that much. However, from what I can say with trading, unless you cash out what you've got here, all you have is a very expensive item. Now, as you can see, Sexy Sparta, he's a YouTuber. He is famous for having Burning Flames team captain, one of the first actually. But he's unable to cash out. He's had this on the market for absolutely ages. When I got back into the game, he had it there, just sitting there. And he couldn't sell it or anything. People are quick buying for significantly less. Those two, not that one, those two. At, 20% of what price it is. The Golden Frying Pan, no one's selling. But there are people buying it at that price. The Bayonet Autotronic, if you see here, there is one listing for most of these, and the Orb Dragon Lore, there's like a couple of listings. The people who are listing it are the ones who realize that although you might have an item worth that much, unless you cash it out, you got nothing. It's honestly worthless. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting salty because I don't have the items or anything. As I said, I've traded for a long time. If I wanted to trade for the items, I would trade for the items. However, I'm not a fan of I want to cash them out. Like a lot of my trading, in fact, I will load up my item manager for TF2, because this is actually a really good example. So, web schema, Oh, I need to go online, don't I? Okay, so I'm back online. Let's reload that. So let me load that up. So I'll put my address from the schema. Oh, geez, that took a while. Okay, so if you notice here, I know this isn't given the full details, but first page is me selling something for a series I've got coming up. But the next page is specific loadout. Next 2 pages are specific loadouts. Now, these are all worthless pixels. My backpack's in the top 10,000 of the world, but they're worthless pixels. Even I admit they're worthless pixels. I just like collecting the colored pixels. But I'm trying to collect a loadout for a game that I love. Like those are actually skinned weapons, by the way. They're not just plain. I'm trying to collect loadouts for this game, which I've got over 1,000 hours on, and I'm working towards getting 2,000. I've been training for a long time on it, and all this other like crud to go with it. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I am willing to put in the effort to make it look awesome. All these other pages, I don't care about. I'm literally going to probably sell all these things and just work towards trying to collect my dream loadout. But the only reason I'm keeping them is because they're pixels for a game that I play a lot. Which is why, even though they're worthless, people keep them. Because it's like, hey, I play a lot of CSGO. I've also got these here. I play a lot of CSGO, but I'm not going to cash it out. Like, a lot of people, like, in the last 2 months, have cashed out CSGO because it's gone to trash. And that's why you see listings here for these things. All these listings here. But no one's buying them. Because they're being listed and held up there at a price, and people won't pay the price. That means they're not as much worthwhise as they are. For example, like the Burning Flames Team Captain priced 7 months ago at 6,000 keys. 6,600 keys, sorry. If you have a look here, it spiked to 8,775. Didn't quite reach 9k. But it started here at 1,000, then spiked up, and dropping, and spiking, and dropping, and spiking, sort of. It's like fluctuating, because people are like either selling for low, or trying to sell for high. A lot of people at this range were trying to cash out because they weren't sure about the market. And the value of keys was going down. A strange frying pan. Started off at 2,000 keys, and it has literally dropped to 1,100. It's going down. A lot of these here start off at a high price and then depreciate. The white zombies are an interesting one, because they actually started off at 120 keys, but went up. But that is because the value of the key has gone down. Yes, it's still worth $1. You could buy a key for $1 and that's that. However, there are more and more items coming into the game to give people alternatives. So there's a lot more mid-range going in and less high-range coming out. So things like the white zomba, things like the white zomba are becoming rarer and rarer because other things are coming to the game. As you see, there's 12 sellers trying to sell at these amounts. But the buyers are buying for significantly less. Because they're not the values that people are saying. People sit on a lot of values. I'm not saying you guys might, I'm not saying it. But people have a value and then want to buy for low and sell for high. So the Burning Flames Team Captain, people are quick buying at 20% of what this is worth. Oh, that was weird. But they're one's selling at the full price. It's not working. He's not selling it. The Golden Frying Pan, there's no one selling at the moment, but people are buying it at less than 1050 to 1200. So you'd say 1100, they're buying for less. The Bayonet Autotronic, there's one seller at that price. If you look here, StatTrack Midware, someone's selling for less. And people are wanting to buy for even less than that. So you find that even though you want to sell an item at full price, you're selling it at partial price to get out. That's why these things, I'm saying, are worthless. Because, yeah, you have the pixels, but unless you can cash it out, they're nothing. And if you cash it out, you're probably not going to get full price. So, it's like, yeah, you got white zombies, cool. But, you haven't got money there. I cashed out CSGO a while ago, because I quit the game. I made a video on it, it's on my channel, link you guys to it. And CSGO, like when I cashed it out, I bought my backpack for it, like $1,000 of gambling and that sort of stuff. I ended up getting $800 from my entire inventory, including my knife. Which is, it's 80% of what I paid for it. It loses value over time, and that's what's happening with these things here. That's had an up spike and then a down spike. that's had an up spike and then a down spike. In the end, these are pixels. As much as I say trade and, do what you like, I'm not stopping you guys from going for high tier items. Go for them if you like. If you can trade for them, do it. Get yourself a nice high tier item. But if you're wanting to make profit, cash out. Cash out when you can have your chance, because you can then turn that money. Say, okay, I'll use an example. Because, I love these examples. So I'm going on my backpack. My backpack. You guys can see what I've got. See, I'm in it's top 10,000 here. So this hat is worth 27 keys, which is about $62. Yeah. So let's say if I have $62.66, yeah? Now we'll go to OP skins, because the keys on marketplace.tf are like $3. I'm going to change to TF2, because no, I don't want that. Let it load. And we'll go to key, right here. $2.22 are what most people are selling for, okay? So divide by $2.22. That's 28 keys for what they've listed here. I could literally sell this for pure. So, yeah, sell it for money and then buy the pure. Let's take another example of my Strange Bubbling Bonk Boy that's worth $71.78. $71.78. Divide that by, hang on. We'll divide it by $2.22. That's 32 keys. Listed here at 31.5. Note you're making, profit off it. You can literally make keys just by selling the items that you buy for a price and then selling it for pure. People think that you should just cash it into keys and then trade from there. If you cash out, if you go to money, you might have to pay a transaction fee. But most of the time, you'll still make profit on top of it. If I sell this for 29 keys, so 29 times $2.50 is 72.5 divided by $2.22. That is profit. That is 3 keys profit of what the max value is there. Say if I have to, so let's say it's 72.5, then I have to take the $2.50 off for a processing fee. That's still $70 divided by 222. That is 2 keys for cashing out on a transaction fee. That is ridiculous. Yes, there may not be buyers buying for pure, but a lot of people don't realize if you buy a hat, you could flip it for profit most of the time. A lot of the time, I'd put money into the game, which I could then just cash out. This one, for the series, I'm probably going to just cash out and say, hey, this is 32 keys cashed out. Boom, here you go. Have a 35 key hat or 32 keys. Because it's an easier way to get profit. Because if I cash it into pure, then turn the pure into a hat, then sell the hat, I made the profit of actual money. And if you keep doing that stagger, what you can do eventually is if you have a look, I'll go I need to show all the pages. Okay, I can't show all the pages, that's a shame. Well, I've got 50 pages actually. I can scroll down and show you. Right here, 50 pages. So I've got about 33 pages of blank inventory. So we'll get out the calculator again. So that's 33 pages. That's 1,650 keys I can fit in my backpack. Which is honestly ridiculous considering most high tiers go for 1,000 keys. If I just kept that up and I filled up multiple pages of my backpack, I could just cash it into a hat. Sell the hat for pure. So the keys, the money. Sell it for money. Buy more keys. And just flip profit like that. A lot of people, a lot of high tier traders will actually do that. Or they'll just trade pure keys for hats. A lot of the time, pure is your best friend in trading. Whether it be keys, metal, any game. On here, keys are your specialty. On here, keys are your specialty. If you have keys, you've got profit. So that's why a lot of people convert to keys and then buy a hat and then sell the hat. A lot of people try to do trade-ups with hats and that. You notice your rag to riches traders are challenging themselves by going from hat to hat to hat to multiple hats and then going up. But if you sell a hat for pure, you're losing profit because you have to try and sell for that. But if you sell for money, you can make profit from it. So that's all I got to say is even though these are worthless until you cash out, when you cash out, you can make profit off these. Big profit. So thank you guys for watching. I know it was a talking video, but you know, had to say it. It's one thing that I get a lot of comments saying is, oh cool, you got this item. However, it is worthless because you haven't cashed it out. Which I did actually cash out recently. Cashed out a fair bit. So I could buy Christmas presents. But yeah, it was really good to cash out and get some money to use. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe for more. My link's in the description. If you want to trade, TF2, Rocket League, you know, I've got all sorts of games to trade. Links in the description. Check out all my social media. Links in the description. Check out cinchgaming.com. Using my code cinch12457 will give you 5% off. And links in the description. Check out Traxxas Gaming, the unusual trading community. It's gone pretty well. Got a bunch of traders on there. A couple of high tier traders, so that's really good. But thank you guys so much for watching. Just remember to stay classy. San Diego. Peace.
Give them prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out